Have you ever felt like a stranger in your own life? As if you're playing a role, reciting lines written by someone else for an audience you're not even sure you want to impress? You are a warrior, born into a world that began making demands of you from your very first breath. It demands your time, your energy, your obedience. It hands you a map, not of your own heart's desires, but of a well-trodden path, and tells you to follow. And so, day by day, choice by choice, you begin a slow, almost imperceptible journey away from your true self. You are not born to abandon the fortress of your soul. You are born to return to it, to reclaim it, to rule it with wisdom and love. This return journey begins by confronting the great betrayal, the one we commit against ourselves every time we say yes when our soul screams no. This is the slow poison of people-pleasing. It disguises itself as kindness, as selflessness. We believe we are being good people, avoiding conflict, keeping the peace. But what peace is there in a kingdom where the king has abdicated his throne? You hand over the crown of your well-being to others, hoping their approval will fill the void left by your own absence. You become a prisoner, not of iron bars, but of the fear of another's frown, another's disappointment, another's judgment. This isn't love. It's a transaction born of fear. Fear of rejection, fear of being left out, fear of not being enough. You start editing your thoughts before they're even spoken, softening your boundaries until they dissolve into nothing, shrinking your own light so as not to outshine others. But the ancient wisdom of the Stoics teaches us that the only approval that can truly liberate you is your own. To love yourself more than anyone else is to make the radical, courageous choice to honor your own truth, even if it makes others uncomfortable. It is to understand that their temporary discomfort is a small price to pay for the lifelong freedom of living an authentic life. This is not a call to selfishness, but a call to self-sovereignty. It is the realization that you cannot pour from an empty cup, and you cannot lead others from a throne you have abandoned. Your journey of return must also honor the sacred vessel that carries you through this life, your body. In our relentless, fast-paced world, we treat our bodies not as temples, but as disposable machines. We push them past exhaustion, fuel them with processed junk that dims our energy, and deprive them of the deep, restorative rest they crave. We demand they perform endlessly without maintenance, and then we wonder why we feel anxious, disconnected, and hollow. To love yourself more than anyone else is to see your body not as an ornament to be judged by unrealistic standards, but as the physical manifestation of your spirit. It is the only home you will ever truly have. The Stoics understood this profound connection. As Socrates declared, it is a shame to go through life without ever seeing the beauty and strength of which your body is capable. This isn't about vanity, it's about fundamental respect. When you nourish your body with wholesome food, you are sending a powerful message to your soul. You are worthy of care. When you move your body with joy and intention, you are celebrating the miracle of being alive. When you prioritize sleep, you are whispering to your innermost self, "You are safe. I will protect you." This is where the transformation becomes real. It is not in grand gestures, but in the small, consistent acts of honor, choosing water over a sugary drink, taking a walk in nature instead of mindlessly scrolling, going to bed an hour earlier to allow your mind and body to heal. Each of these choices is a vote for yourself. It is a declaration that you matter. As you begin to treat your body with this level of reverence, you will find that your inner world begins to shift. Your emotions stabilize, your confidence grows from a place of genuine strength, and your mindset becomes one of gratitude, not deprivation. Your health is the solid foundation upon which you build everything else. Without it, dreams wither, passions fade, and relationships crumble. So honor your temple not to impress the world, but to create a powerful, vibrant home for your soul. Now look around you. Do you find yourself constantly looking over your shoulder, Measuring your progress against the highlight reel of someone else's life? This is the comparison game, the silent thief of joy that can turn a peaceful morning into a storm of self-doubt. In a single moment, a single image, a single story, you can be made to feel behind, lacking, and fundamentally wrong. But here is a life-changing truth that Stoicism offers. Their journey was never meant to be yours. Your struggles, your timing, your lessons, and your blessings are uniquely tailored for the exact person you are meant to become. When you are fixated on another's path, you are blind to the beauty and progress of your own. You miss the small victories, you discount your growth, you forget how far you've already come. You become so obsessed with a race you were never meant to run that you abandon your own personal timeline. To love yourself more than anyone else is to kill this game completely. It is to learn to define your own version of success. Not everyone craves fame, some yearn for privacy. Not everyone desires wealth, some seek simplicity. What truly makes you feel alive? What problems do you want to solve? What impact do you want to make? These are the questions that define your path. And when you commit to that path with your whole heart, the noise of comparison begins to fade. You become too busy building your own life to worry about how others are building theirs. This isn't a passive wish, it's an active practice. Spend less time consuming the curated lives of others and more time creating your own. If social media triggers feelings of inadequacy, limit it. Instead, fill your mind with reminders of your own journey. Keep a journal of your wins. Track your improvements. You will start to see, in black and white, that you are moving forward, that you are growing. Replace the sting of jealousy with the warmth of genuine inspiration. See another's success not as a sign of your failure, but as proof of what is possible. The ultimate freedom arrives when you realize there is no competition. No one else has your heart, your mind, your destiny. Your only race is against the person you were yesterday. Consider this. How do you speak to yourself when no one else is listening? If your closest friend came to you, heartbroken and filled with doubt, you would meet them with gentleness and compassion. You would remind them of their strength, their worth, their potential. Yet we so often allow a brutal inner critic to rule our minds, a harsh voice that whispers we are not good enough, not smart enough, not worthy. This voice is the echo of past hurts, of societal pressures, of moments of rejection. It is not you. Loving yourself more than anyone else means becoming your own best friend. It means replacing the habit of self-abuse with the practice of self-compassion. It means consciously choosing to speak to yourself with the kindness you would offer to someone you cherish. This is a mental training exercise. When you catch that negative thought, don't accept it as truth. Challenge it. Replace, "I always mess this up" with, "I am learning and improving." Replace, "I hate how I look" with, "I am grateful for the body that carries me." Replace, "I'm so stupid" with, "I made a mistake, and that's how I grow." But it goes beyond just silencing the negative. You must also actively speak your worth into existence. Affirm your dreams, your goals, your right to be here. I am worthy of love and respect. I am becoming stronger every day. I believe in my ability to create the life I want. These are not empty words, they are the seeds of an unshakable inner confidence. When you consistently treat yourself with this level of encouragement, you stop tolerating anything less from the world around you. You no longer beg for scraps of love or chase those who don't see your value because you are already being valued by the most important person in your life, you. This deep connection with yourself is forged in solitude. Most people fear being alone, filling every moment with noise and distraction to escape the discomfort of their own thoughts. But solitude is not a punishment. It is a sanctuary. It is where you build inner strength, where you confront your mind, your fears, and your dreams honestly. When you genuinely learn to love your own company, you become emotionally untouchable. You no longer chase relationships to fill a void. You connect with others from a place of wholeness. Create rituals of solitude. Take long walks without your phone. Sit in a cafe and simply observe. Read books that expand your mind. Write in a journal. Ask yourself the deep questions. This practice may feel awkward at first, but over time, it will become your greatest source of power. You will discover a sustainable joy that lives within you, independent of external circumstances. Finally, to love yourself more than anyone else is to celebrate every single win, no matter how small. We are so often addicted to the pursuit, to the endless striving, that we forget to acknowledge our progress. We see how far we have to go and ignore how far we have come. This is a starvation diet for the soul. Starting today, become your own greatest champion. At the end of each day, recognize 3 things you did well. Did you choose discipline over comfort? Celebrate it. Did you speak kindly to yourself? Acknowledge it. Did you make it through another challenging week without giving up? That is an incredible victory. This isn't about arrogance. It's about acknowledging your effort, your resilience, your growth. When you consistently cheer for yourself, you teach the world how to treat you. You radiate a confidence that naturally draws respect and positive energy. You are no longer waiting for the world to validate you, because you have learned to validate yourself. You are not born to be a shadow of who you could be, living a life dictated by the opinions and expectations of others. You were born to return to the magnificent, powerful, and unique truth of who you are. This journey is not for the faint of heart, but you are a warrior. It requires courage, discipline, and a love for yourself that is fiercer than any external force. Embrace the discomfort. Honor your temple. Kill the comparison game. Speak to yourself with kindness. Cherish your own company, and celebrate every step of your beautiful, imperfect journey. Today, the return begins.